president listens to. Because we've been always thinking that 4,000 jobs will be lost, and that it was very necessary the president reconsider his idea. The things that we also see in this country makes us a bit upset. One of the things we see is you want to do single sourcing. You do not allow competitive bidding in these processes, because these processes is when you procure programs, large programs, you must be able to do proper bidding. Proper bidding as in you must allow others to compete. Why only stick to Mediterranean Shipping Company? And there are many others who also want to bid in this process. So what we are urging the president is when you do single sourcing in itself, when you prefer a certain company, it is corruption in the highest order. It is unfairness. There is no equality in that process. There is no equity. So that is what we are saying. Even if you are going to single source, or you want to really privatize this City 2, the Terminal 2, the best you should have done is you should have allowed everyone to compete. You should have allowed other companies to allow them to participate. Now you are single sourcing, and you say you fight corruption. That is impossible. That is not the right way to do it. The thing is, we are still against privatization, but if the privatization goes ahead, then there must be proper bidding in that process, and any other company could compete in that process. Secondly, we have told our president that 4,000 jobs will be lost. And this is from the analysis that has been done earlier. With good research, with adequate information, who does this president listen to? Who does he listen to? And you talk about bringing cohesiveness in Kenya, and you are making other societies unequal in this process. You must be able to practice equality, and you must be able to, whatever you say, because when you talk about, I want every Kenyan united, how do you unite when you are practicing equal, when you are making societies unequal? It is impossible. So I think this president needs to listen to us and must listen to the people of the coast, because they have a stake in this process. And he must be able to listen to the members of parliament. And I think they tried their best. They did their best. So I think this is what we are fighting. What we are fighting is we must be able to make all societies equal. If not, we are going to court, we will challenge the process, and we will team up with the dock workers.
And again, the dismantling of the Merchant Shipping Act and the giving of powers to the minister, it means that the minister will determine to offload more shares, to the private hands without, any other, consultation with the parliament, because the parliament has already surrendered, as part of that bill, it has already surrendered all its powers to the minister. And that is why I'm saying it cannot be that, because there is no entry point, there is no provision to say that let certain particular percentage be owned by Kenyans or a certain number. That is why I'm convinced that we cannot have more than 10 families in this country and one family in Italy owning the port of Mombasa.